would like to deliver a short PPT on space tourism. As we all know, what exactly tourism is. Tourism means traveling to new places and exploring new things. Truly, tourism is travel for pleasure or business. Tourism can be domestic or international, but there is another kind of tourism which is called space tourism. Space tourism is becoming more important in today's world. People are demanding for a visit and exploration in space. So, space tourism is beneficial for our future. So, now let's begin with our PPT. What is space tourism? Space tourism is human space travel for recreational purposes. There are several different types of space tourism, including orbital, suborbital, and lunar space tourism. Space tourism seeks to give tourists the ability to become astronauts and experience space travel for recreational, leisure, or business purposes. Since space tourism is extremely expensive, it is a case of a very small segment of consumers that are able and willing to purchase a space experience. Types of space tourism. There are three types of space tourism: orbital space tourism, suborbital space tourism, and lunar space tourism. Now let's have a look on orbital and suborbital space tourism. To date, orbital space tourism has been performed only by the Russian Space Agency. During the period from 2001 to 2009, 7 space tourists made 8 space flights aboard a Russian Soyuz spacecraft brokered by Space Adventures to the International Space Station. Virgin Galactic is a company which aspires to be the first to offer regular suborbital space flights to paying passengers aboard a fleet of 5 Spaceship Two class spaceplanes. The first of these spaceplanes, VSS Enterprise, was intended to commence its first commercial flights in 2015. However, the company suffered a considerable setback when the Enterprise broke up over the Mojave Desert during a test flight in October 2014. As of 2018, Blue Origin is developing the New Shepard reusable suborbital launch system specifically to enable short duration space tourism. Blue Origin plans to ferry a maximum of 6 persons on a brief journey to space on board the New Shepard. The capsule is attached to the top portion of an 18-meter rocket. The rocket reached 66 miles during a test flight on April 29, 2018. Now let's have a look on lunar space tourism. Lunar space tourism may be possible in the future if trips to the moon are made available to a private audience. Some space tourism startup companies are planning to offer tourism on or around the moon and estimate this to be possible sometime between 2023 and 2043. Projects associated with lunar space tourism are: the company Space Adventures has announced a planned mission titled DSE Alpha to take 2 tourists within 100 kilometers of the lunar surface using a Soyuz spacecraft piloted by a professional cosmonaut. The trip would last around a week. Now let's have a look on advantages and disadvantages of space tourism. Advantages of a space tourism are: space tourism is the jobs that the industry is going to provide. There are already multiple companies all competing for space tourism business. Space tourism is going to be its ability to renew interest in space and space exploration. With renewed interest, financial backing will follow, and that will support further innovations in the industry and space exploration in general. Disadvantages of space tourism are: disadvantage space tourism is currently that It is a rich man's game. The startup costs are prohibitively high for starting up this kind of a company. Not only it is an expensive business to run, but it is also an expensive ticket to buy for a consumer. Right now, Virgin Galactic's ticket cost for a single seat is $250,000 and the entire flight lasts only for 2.5 hours. Another current disadvantage is that the industry is in its infancy. It's a very dangerous industry currently, and Virgin Galactic proved that when their test platform Spaceship Two crashed and killed a pilot. Thank you so much.